Since this track opened in the fall of 1965, every spring and fall, there has been a cup race here. No more. The fall race, as part of NASCAR's realignment, has been shifted to California. Today's race not a sellout, and there is much concern in the garage as to the future of Rockingham as a Nextel Cup track.
And we have great racing here. I mean, where do we go? How many tracks do we go to where you can run around the rim of the wall, or you can run right around the bottom, or in the middle of the racetrack?
History can be rewritten.
Hello one and all, and welcome to the first race of the ALDF Cup Series season. For the first time since 2004, the NASCAR Cup cars return to the renovated, revamped, and repaved Rockingham Speedway to kick off our season opener. Today, 28 cars breaking the new pavement for 14 laps around this 1-mile speedway. Some of the guys in the field have raced at this track upwards of 20 years ago. Damn, I'm old, and they might know a thing or two about this place some of the youngins don't. Speaking of those youngins, let's take a look at the Rookie of the Year contenders on the grid today. Austin Cindric with a fantastic qualifying run on the outside pole is making his first Cup start here in the SHR 14. Moved up to the seat on loan per se from Penske until they have a seat open, after winning the Xfinity Series title for them last year. On the complete opposite end of the field, we have Cole Custer in the SHR 41. He'll have a lot of ground to make up today after spinning off of 4 and sliding through the front stretch grass in qualifying. Definitely not the way you want to start your first Cup race. He did still manage to set a faster time than Timmy Hill in the MBM 66 though. Make of that what you will. Half of SHR is made of rookies this season. We'll see how they fare going forward. Christopher Bell was announced near the end of last season to be replacing Matt Benedetto in the Levi 95, starting his first race in the Cup Series in a decent 17th. Rounding out the Rookie of the Year contenders is Brennan Poole in the Premium Motorsports 15, also making his Cup debut today. And underdog for sure. While we're looking at specific drivers, let's overview some silly season events that happened over the offseason. Confirmed just a few weeks ago, this will be Daniel Suarez's last season in the JGR number 19, being let go even with his first win last year. Unfortunately, where he'll end up for next season is unknown currently. Lennon Castle, after going year by year with his FRM contract since 2017, has finally signed a multi-year extension to stay in the 34 car for the next 3 years. Matt Tifft, however, is still going year by year though, swapped now to the 38 car for this season. And finally, Jamie McMurray has been confirmed to be running at least 2 races this season part-time in the 40 car for Chip Ganassi Racing. The 40 car itself, though, will be running at least 4 races and possibly more. Who will make those other 2 to 3 starts, though, is unknown. And with all that out of the way, I'll hand the mic off to my friend Neno for some of the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the drivers get their engines fired up, let's take a look at the starting lineup. Bart Keselowski takes the pole today beside Austin Cindric, as mentioned before, followed by Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney, Kurt starting behind his brother in 5th and Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson and Matt Kenseth, your last winner here 2 decades ago, starting in 8th, and Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano round out your top 10. The rest of the field will scroll by on your screen as the cars begin to pull off of pit road. I'm going to take this opportunity to add the rules we go by in this series. There are stage points to be given out at the halfway mark, however no caution will be thrown and we keep racing. In this event, the stage ends after lap 6. There is no overtime in this series. If there's a caution thrown at the end of the race ends under caution. And we do count caution laps. I've seen some people confused about that, so I'm clarifying here. Now everything's set up and we are ready to go racing here for 14 laps around this 1-mile speedway. Double filed, row by row, the pace car ducks down pit road and Brad Keselowski leads 27 other cars down to the line. The green flag waves high in the air and we are racing at Rockingham. Brad pulls out to an early lead off of 2, but not for long. Cindric dives to his inside and now side by side with the 2 car entering turn 3. Cindric just a nose ahead, but Brad coming back with a run on the outside, gets back to the 14's door and he leads the first lap of the season. Cindric taking back the lead in turns 1 and 2, now clear this time of the 2 car going onto the backstretch. Meanwhile, we have Ryan Blaney with a run battling Kyle Busch for 3rd. And Blaney's dropping back now on the outside. Busch takes a 12 car spot away and now right on the bumper of the 2. Up front, Cindric leading lap 2 with Keselowski right on his tail. Powering around that outside line, right on the wall, challenges Cindric back for the lead and he clears the 14 to retake it. Brad may like the outside, but his teammate Blaney is falling like a rock with that line as he gets passed by Kenseth now for the 5th position. Single file now. We have a crash. Alex Bowman plows into the pit road wall. wall as Newman gets sent spinning, sliding through the front stretch grass. A hard impact for Bowman. The safety crew getting there already to make sure he's alright. Ryan Newman is sitting on the front stretch. He may be stuck in the grass, actually. Let's take a look back at the replay of what happened there. Bowman's running in front of Newman in the middle of 3 here. Newman gets in the back of the 88, and it's just enough contact to send both cars around. Bowman slides back first, and wham! Rides right up on top of the pit wall, just barely misses the sand barrels, and spins to a stop in the middle of pit road. We've got another angle here from the pit wall cam. The 88's coming right at you, and pow! Slams the wall and slides past the camera in a cloud of smoke. Despite the hard hit, Bowman's coming out of the garage with half that left side made of tape. A great repair job by that 8800 crew. He will rejoin at the tail end of the field, only a lap down, and we are ready to go back racing. Coming to the line, the green flag is out, and 1 more lap to go to the end of the stage. Brad did not get going on the start this time, and that allows Kyle Busch in the 18 car to his inside off of 2. Meanwhile, we have Denny Hamlin going 3 wide up the middle for 7th. Denny, Harvick, and Blaney holding tight down the backstretch. Hamlin punts Johnson into 3. They both get loose and make contact and slow up Blaney behind them. Coming to the line, no one has anything for Brad Keselowski. He wins the stage. He might not be keeping that lead for long, though. Busch looking to his inside once again. Door to door down the backstretch. Kenseth may be looking to try something from 3rd. Kyle Busch takes the lead heading off of 4 now. Still side by side with... We have more contact between Denny and Jimmy. They door each other on the front stretch. Jimmy is not happy with the stunt the 11 car pulled earlier. And neither is Hamlin. He slams into Johnson. They spin in opposite directions, both hard into the wall. Blaney caught up in it as well. Heavy damage for all 3 cars involved. A big wreck for 3 drivers running up front all day.
Killed, and I'm gonna go kill both of them. That's what I'm gonna do.
You can see Blaney's car getting hauled away, but Johnson actually pulls his car out and he starts limping it back to pit road.
Got to be kidding me! Or will you find a spotter and tell me to beat his ass?
Tempers rightfully flaring from that 48 car. Let's take a look back at what happened. Jimmy showing he's just a little displeased with Denny after he punted him earlier. Door slams the 11 and Denny does it back. They stay side by side a bit before Denny, maybe intentionally, tries hooking Jimmy and breaks rule number 1 of stock car racing pretty badly. Poor Blaney is an innocent bystander with nowhere to go and gets a face full of 48. Logano and Elliott barely miss Johnson spinning in the middle of the track. We're going to replay the first hit of this wreck because the way Denny hit Jimmy looks damn near intentional, but that may just be his car riding up on the side of the 48. That'll be up to race control to decide soon. Either way though, penalty or not, Hamlin is out of this race along with an unlucky Blaney. Johnson, however, with a slab of tape on his front end, rejoins the field. Bowman will get his lap back with the lucky dog position. And we are ready to go green once again. Coming out of 4, Kyle Busch across the line. We're back to green with only 4 laps to go. Paul Menard right off the bat with a great launch, making it 3 wide up the middle for 8. Chase Elliott's car does not like being up top. He gets real loose on the outside, but he keeps it straight. Meanwhile, back up front, Busch and Brad are still battling side by side. Off of 4, that 18 car just barely clears the 2. Into 1, Matt Kenseth makes a dive bomb move to the inside. He challenges and takes Busch's lead away right as he thought he was safe. But Busch quickly nosing back ahead of Kenseth with the outside lane run. Kenseth low and gets ahead of Busch, and now we have Keselowski in the picture again, charging up the very outside lane, 3 wide for the lead. Off of 4, it's going to be Kenseth getting the best of them, but Brad is not far behind. We are shuffling lean like a pack of cards as the leaders are still dead even, until Brad has a run on the outside, gets half a car length up, and now clear of Kenseth. That 42 not letting up though, he's back to the inside of Keselowski. It's not enough to get ahead of him off of 4 though, Brad's still in front. White flag is out 1 more time around. Kenseth gets back almost even with Brad on the inside, but the 2 pulls out once again on the outside. Matt slots in behind, coming into the last 2 turns. 1 final shot to make a move. Matt dives it down low, side by side out of the final corner. Brad's gonna get a run on top, but it's not enough. Kenseth will go back to back at the Rock, 2 decades apart. Matt Kenseth battles to the line with Brad Keselowski to win the Dogleg Media 360, and he will slide through the grass and do the first Cup Series burnout at Rockingham since 2004. Taking a look at the results of today's event, Matt, of course, is your winner of the first ALDF Cup race. Brad Keselowski coming oh so close after dominating all day, finishes second. Kurt Busch, he wasn't talked about pretty much all day, but he has a very good race, finishing in third. His brother Kyle right behind him in fourth, and Kevin Harvick rounds out your top five. Ryan Newman and Jimmy Johnson both recover from wrecks to nab decent finishes, using that veteran experience, having been some of the few in the field that have raced here before. Ryan Blaney and Denny Hamlin are not so lucky, however. A rough start to the season for two competitive drivers. Speaking of the season, let's take a look at the points and the points format for this series. Here in ALDF, we have no playoffs, just season-long start to finish. Kenseth currently is your points leader, of course, but just barely, as he is tied with Brad because that 2-car got the maximum amount of bonus points you can get in a race. Other than that, you can see there's a few differences between the results and the standings because of stage points, but once you look more towards the bottom, it matches up pretty well. We get to the very bottom here with Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney. Gonna have to have a good race next time at Chicagoland to dig themselves out of the points hole. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video and broadcast. This thing took me 9 months to make, so thank you very much for watching to the end, and I'll see y'all whenever I upload another video.